Dose Faders. Dose Faders.
Too deep into anything, we're gonna let everybody know. You see the Instagram, you see the YouTube, you see the Anchor, you see the Patreon, but don't skip like we don't got another piece added to the bar. We got the Twitter popping as we speak right now. Y'all need to go ahead. Y'all need to follow that Good Synergy Twitter. Y'all need to go ahead, copy the merch right at the top of the screen. And if you're feeling real generous about your life and you feel like, these guys is doing something good and I want to show them some love, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get the cash tag while you at it. Donate to the cause because believe it or not, sooner or later, y'all going to be catching us on Good Synergy TV. And that's for a fact. We definitely trying to build to get a channel, so like I said, and if you feel loving, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you need to give somebody your heart for the day, so be it. It don't matter what it is. The support is bigger than the money. Remember that. So, the money is nothing. We just looking for the support at the end of the day, whether it involves money or not. But yeah, welcome to Good Synergy, y'all. I ain't mean to take nothing from brother, but welcome to Good Synergy, man. Shout out to my homie J Killer, better known as, soon to be continued known as, Midwest J.
The Midwest J, man.
Our bro, a podcast name. What's up, brother? How you living?
Man, I'm living in living color, man. And just to tune in on that a little bit more, get used to that. You know what I'm saying? My podcast name is Midwest J. If you see me, you know what I'm saying? Midwest J, J Killer, y'all know what it is, man. Salute, man.
Oh,
Team
yeah, man.
Synergy. What up? What up, Ness?
What's the deal, Bill?
What's good, my brother?
Man, shit, just chilling, man. Just chilling. Or just chilling. Oh, that's it. I'm on chill status. I'm on chill status. I'm chilling.
my brother.
Yeah, we were just tapping into the subject, about system abuse and, pretty much just what's the other part I named it? It was system abuse and making something out of nothing, pretty much.
I mean,
I was just speaking on before I let you have the floor, big bro. I was just speaking on the fact that when it starts from really having that real support system, you know what I'm saying, and like if you know that you got your ones behind you, and everybody, we all moving under one accord, like when you do stuff like that, like everybody, able to understand each other more, no matter what happened in between, inside, like motherfuckers from the outside can't get in. So it's like, you got your situation under control like that, then 9 times out of 10 you will be good. Especially when you know that you're doing it for the greater good of everybody and trying to get a gateway for everybody to block out uh situations that just bother them on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? That's where I ended up laying off at.
You know it's crazy, bro. Like, unfortunately, we all can be abused by the system. We can all, learn from the system. The system come in many different ways. It's like the way I look at the system is like an octopus. Like, there's so many different arms and suction cups and different things and different ways to try to lead you into that. That's what the system is. Like, one thing that I learned when I was going to college, I ain't graduate, but you go through. I went to college, and one of my courses was about. I actually learned this in a class course, like, in college, is they start trying to manipulate your brain from the time you a baby. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? By colors, looks, things they put on there. That's a part of the system, bro. Like, it leads to what gets you locked up. It leads to all the things, like, they know they do studies on babies. All the times we get surveys and all these questions. What they do with these things is, even if it's not scientifically fact, they gonna go off. That's why they want. I don't want to get too off into another thing, but it all goes together. Like, that's where the hey, shout out to my brother for hey, I'm gonna take a I stop man sitting and give a
What's
shout
up, y'all?
to
What's
my brother right
happening?
here. But yeah, man, I literally went through a course where they showed us this. Like, they had to sit down, like we was in class again, and we finna watch this video. I'm trying to figure out actually my exact class. It was damn. Don't get no, cause it wasn't my public speaking class. It was a class I had to do. I was going to school for actually graphic design, and it was one of my classes I had to do. But I learned
Imagine
a
you
lot,
never even said no stuff like that. I ain't never knew nothing about that.
bro. Before I go real deep, I'm like, it probably be another episode, but I'm gonna do my research and find that same video that they showed.
Nah, before we even let you even go crazy like that, because you was about to dig into something like I said.
Man, bro, for real.
Shout out to the homie Two Black Too Strong. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Big
out to
Right
shout out.
on, brother. Right
all
on.
the
What's going on? I can barely hear you. I can barely hear y'all. I can hear
oh,
Killer
wait a
good,
minute,
but I
wait a
can't hear
minute.
you,
You hear me
Cody.
now? You hear me now, sir? You hear me
Yeah, I
now,
got you.
sir?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, all right, all
absolutely.
right. I had my mic down. My
Greetings,
fault.
brothers.
You
Yeah,
good, Killer?
greetings, brothers. What's
Everybody
the
good?
deal?
Everybody sound good?
Yes. The rhythm, the rebel.
The rhythm,
Sir.
What's the deal, y'all? What's up?
rhythm, the rebel.
Uh-huh.
That's some
That's
music
it.
class shit right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Public Enemy. That's old school Chuck D.
duh. Hey, they better know if they.
How y'all doing? What's going on?
Oh man, we out here, man, making it through. The subject tonight is system abuse and making it through the system abuse. Like, what I mean, no matter how you don't went through it. That's what we on.
Oh
And
shit, that sounds like a worthy topic to me.
yeah,
So get
I,
on in. What you was talking about, Killer?
I was in the middle of talking about when I was going to college away. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
tried. I ain't gonna lie to the world. I was one of them who went there for the money. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't go if you ain't gonna go and get you a solid education. Then don't do it, man. Going for the money, they got these loans, they got all this other, but that's another story. But yeah, I was going to college, and the best memory that I got and what I'm gonna always remember is that class. That's what it was. Child development. It was my child development class. And my courses, they had us sit down. This one I took college in a whole nother level. You know what I mean? First of all, I went to North Hennepin, Minnesota, so they can know the specific college. Shout out to them, man. It was a great college, man. Put me on my history, because when I'm finna put y'all on, y'all might know, but I didn't. So, you know, we sat down, they cut on a video, and it started off with the kids, because remember, I told you it's a child development class. And with the kids, they show, literally, they study it. When I say kids, it's an overstatement. It's babies. Is they start you off from a baby, and they you know, but based on your blinks, based on what colors, based on whatever you do to it. That's how commercials come about. That's how they do everything. That's why, to the parents out there, I know, or you ain't got to be a parent. You can be a uncle. You could be somebody that's in, you know, in a that cares about the kids and been in that position. What you think when every time holidays come around, they like, I want this gift, or I want this, and you wonder what makes everybody want this gift. What makes they literally do research on this shit, bro. Like, that's what I learned from being in there. So you want to talk about the system? The system is so strong and educated in what the fuck they do, and that's why us, like I said, I ain't trying to take it there like that, but us as, that's one of the best things I could have did was get that kind of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they plot on us. You know what I mean? The system ain't good. Like, the system, man, first, fuck the system. You got Killer going now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They so animated, they so plotted. They think they so much smarter than everybody else, but that's not true. You know, the real smart ones know if you talk too much, they gon', you know what I'm saying, whatever. But my moral and my probably last thing for a minute on this conversation, I'm gonna let my brothers talk, because, you know, I know y'all got a lot to say and a lot of knowledge, but it fires me up. Like bro was saying, that this conversation fired me up because I actually watched a school teach me and play a video of manipulation. Like, I never went through nothing like that. You trying to tell, you showing me, and it was like kind of like you being brave, like saying, I'm gonna show you this what we doing to you. Now what you gonna do about it? I'm showing you this. I'm giving you this footage. I'm showing you. We manipulating your brain. They know what flashes of the colors. Okay, this kids like bright colors from birth to probably 6 months. Then we hit the 6 months, they start hitting you with this other thing. This is plotted out, y'all. If y'all don't know, this all of this is plotted out, man. Killer done talking, man. I hopefully y'all got and caught on what I was saying, because you know, if you talk like that's where Killer at, Too Black, Too Strong. Or should I say Midwest J, man. Matter of fact, once again, reference me as Midwest J World, coming from here on out, on the Good Synergy podcast. I'm Midwest J, man.
Well
So,
said, brother. Well
Yes,
said.
sir.
It needs to be said because that system is really, the farther you go in it, and no matter what door you take to go up in there to get your education and learn what you're gonna learn, it's scary almost to watch what they doing.
oh
It ain't
we,
no magic trick. Yeah, what you said was 100% real. From the time you slid out your mother's womb, you had a social security number before you had a name.
it was
And
a plot.
so, okay, it's that. It's that. If the people don't like the way you raising your kids, they got the authority to take your kids from you. Think about that.
Mm,
That's
They don't like the
crazy.
way you living. They got the right to come inside your house. Think
mm,
about that.
Mm.
mm.
So if that's the case, then like, who is really the parent? Or are you just a babysitter? You didn't had kids to give it to them. The system on you and your kids. And if they don't like how you raising them kids, they'll take them from you.
Mm,
Who got the right to do that?
Mm-hmm.
They educate your kids. You don't got no say so over what the curriculum is. They're going to teach your kids what they want them to know and what they need them to know. You are basically a babysitter for your own kids. You
mm,
don't own them kids. Them ain't your kids. Them kids belong to the system.
mm. Facts, bro.
Especially if you
It's
ain't got
deep,
control.
man.
Talk your talk.
Okay.
Talk your talk.
It's
Real
deep. No,
talk.
you already said it, bro. Like what you just said, your whole introduction, bro, is if the average person who haven't studied, if you just start with that, it'll break your brain apart. It
Facts.
starts child development. Think about that. That's a whole course they teaching. That means they got it so down pat that they could just do this like this.
Yeah.
Okay, look, we started with babies.
Mm.
Okay,
Nigga, hey,
it ain't no joke.
motherfuckers better pay attention to the Matrix.
You better. You would want to for sure.
Cause look,
But again,
the Matrix tell you about the future on the nut shit.
okay, it's exactly what it is. It's already. And the funny thing is, I hear people say, "Oh, well," people will tell you what they don't know through their words. People will say, "Oh, well, the teachers don't make enough money. Why should LeBron James make all this money?" And it's like, if you don't understand that in between work shifts, they pay these celebrities to entertain you. If you work at your job for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, and you come home and you spend an hour or two with your family, feeding them, cooking, talking to them, and you're going to sleep for 8 hours, that ain't much time left. You got to commute with the rest of it. So basically, you get to spend 2 hours with your family, right? In between all this time of you working or going to school, somebody got to entertain you. They don't want you outside causing trouble and having ideas and becoming revolutionary and trying to overthrow systems. They want you to go watch this basketball game. Be entertained. Go listen to this music or whatever you're gonna do. But we don't want you as plotting and planning on how to be free. We need you to come work this job. Killer said, listen, he said it all. They got you on this program from the time you born, child development. And that's all we really need to say about it. I mean, unless we're going to teach the people, and it's not even about teaching the people as much as informing with what you know and then combining with what they know. If you're not going to start at ground level, then this conversation is pretty much over, because people know what they know, but they don't know all of it. And we don't know all of it, but we are blessed enough to have the kind of brains that search for the information. And that's where it starts.
And see, to piggyback off what both of you brothers just said, because it was very, very knowledgeable once again, everybody not equipped to actually make it through this life and be able to talk like we talking about it right now.
At all.
So to be able to do that, man, it's so many steps to take to get there. I can't even tell you how many I went up. I'm still not done going up them stairs. You feel me?
Nah, not at all. You probably just beginning like all of us. You spend most people gonna spend the first half of your life doing what you've been told and believing what you've been told. But one day you're gonna wake up and it's up to you to decide, just like in the Matrix. When the fool found out the truth, you can either go ride with Neo and Morpheus and them and live in this dirty ship and fight for your freedom, or you can just go back to sleep and eat this fake steak. You're gonna make the choice on what you want to do. It's up to you. And so most people is not gonna wake up until your mind is fully developed as a grown adult to see what they doing to you. Most people ain't gonna never wake up, bro. They've been put to sleep on purpose.
And that go to say, like, one time we had a topic and we was talking about men's mental health, black men is intentionally, you feel me? Like, we had a subject like that on one of our podcasts, and believe it or not, the subject came from my wife. You feel me? Like, kudos to her, because she was like, man, maybe y'all need to talk about black men being scared to speak on themselves.
Shout out to sis.
You know what I'm saying? I said, babe, you ain't lying. I said, because them things that, I talked to her about a lot. And then some stuff I still don't uncover because it's a gang of shit. You hear me? Like, so it's like, she said that. I was like, okay, I hear you on that. Because everybody do need to be unscared. In a sense, like being unscared to explain yourself is not what you need to be scared for. You hear me?
Right. How can you grow until you let go of that fear?
Well,
you understand? How could you live a true life? How could you be effective in changing what's wrong if you can't even admit to yourself and to others who you really are? Fuck that mask. Take that mask off, and you was enough. If you everybody is not no killer, no gangster, no brainiac. Everybody can't be no lawyer. Look, man, I tell a lot of my homegirls, they like dating them thugs and this and that. I'm like, that's cool, but there's some shit that come with that. You understand? If you like that kind of man, that same dude that's a cold gangster, you gonna find that same man on the other side of the fence. He's a surgeon. If the brain surgeon and the heart surgeon that got to revive you, or that shock trauma surgeon where you get shot in the chest, there's a doctor in there that's gonna run the show and saving your life. That man's a gangster just like that one that shot you. They deal with life and death,
Straight
critical
like
moments,
that.
and they don't blink. Okay, so yeah, you might like that type of man, but it don't got to manifest itself in the gangsterism. So the same thing applies when you dealing with men in everyday life. If you can't even admit who you are, how could you live any faster the truth? Fuck out of here. You embarrassed about who you are? Come on, bro. You got to do better than that. Let it out. Even if
Yeah,
you don't tell nobody, at least deal with who you are.
the artist LaRussell I'll be listening to, he said, how you go to sleep with your name fucked up? You hear me?
Come on, man. When you looking at mirror, woo. What you see staring back at you might scare you. All the shit you done did. What?
Can I hit the team with a surprise? I got
Come on.
some that I want to speak on.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.